King Ray Ray in this bitch. Ha!
Chuck Diesel.
What up? What up? What up? Shahoma King Ray Ray, man, back up in the building. Ready to do it one more again. What up? Don P, what up, man? Rich, what up with you, bro? Boss man JT, what up with you, man? Almighty M, what's good? Tayon Jackson, what up, man? DJ M, I see you in the building, man. Dev Miles, what up? What up? What up? All right, over here is King Ray Ray, brother. So let's I want to keep the two separate. Hey, in over the next probably week or so, man, 7 to 10 days, you're gonna see some content move around. So you may hear some similar sounding content because I'm trying to declutter both channels and have a direction for both. So if I have anything over here that was made that's made in line with the content on the main channel, then I'm going to be moving content around. I may not be just re-uploading content. I probably won't be, but what I'll be doing is touching on the topics again, redoing the videos for the specific channel. So if I have something over on the main channel that is tailor-made for the direction of this channel, so all of my self-improvement talk, all of my God talk, all of my awareness talk, all of those things, all of that content is going to be over here. And all of my content, man, about how to keep it pimping with these women, that's going to be on the main channel. So I'm trying to declutter everything, man, so you'll know exactly what to expect here. You know exactly what to expect there, and not what I like to call cross content contaminate. So y'all be patient with me and bear with me on that, man. Mr. Bandclap, appreciate the dollar super chat, man. Jay Rich, what up, man? Alex Jackson, what up, AJ? Legacy, what's good with you, man? I appreciate that, Almighty. Moses Garcia, what up, MC? Let's get it, people, just a couple of minutes. KG3, my brother, I see you in the building. Let's get the people like one more minute to get in here, man, before we start. As you can see, man, today's topic is, today's discussion is 5 things that define a good person. We see this term thrown around all the time, man. We talk about a good woman, women talk about a good man, but there's no such thing as a good woman or a good man in the context of a relationship. There are some women who like some things that other women don't like. So what's good to that woman may not be good to the next woman. The same thing with women. I may think this woman is an amazing woman. You may think she's crap. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need a woman who can cook. If you do need a woman that can cook, the woman on my team who can't cook, I don't mind that because I don't want her cooking my food anyway. You, on the other hand, don't know how to cook. A prerequisite for a woman to be considered good for you is to have a woman that cooks your meals every day. So we're not going to talk about good woman, good man. We're going to talk about a good person, because if you're a good person, then you're a good woman or a good man. So now the Patreon is the Patreon content, man. You want to get the Patreon content over here. If I do a live stream here, and well, just go check out the Patreon, man. You know what I'm saying? If every tier is explained, but it won't be the same content. Like if you can listen to some on Patreon, you can't come back over here and listen to it. My entire catalog of live streams is over there. Other content that I do is over there. Things I can't really say on YouTube are over there. Titles I can't use on YouTube are over there. And coming soon, thumbnails that I can't use on YouTube will be over there. So totally different experience over there, man. Totally different experience. So 5 things that define a good person. Now, we're not going to get into none of the superficial things, none of the surface things. We're going to talk about the essence of an individual, what a person is made of. RMJ, what up, man? no mercy. All right, let's do this. One of the things that defines a good person is understanding the necessity of virtue. What is virtue? Righteousness, a willingness to do the right thing, a propensity to do the right thing, a probability of doing the right thing, a sense of doing the right thing, foregoing the wrong thing, even if there's a reward for it, a so-called reward, in order to do the right thing because the right thing is just the right thing. Virtue. Self-control is virtuous. See, a lot of men can't control themselves, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. If you can't control yourself, if you're out of control, if you lack self-control, you can't be a good person if you lack self-control. That is not a qualification of being a good person, because self-control is one of the prerequisite tools for being a good person. You have to be able to tell yourself no, even when your body or your mind or something else wants to say yes. You have to be able to govern yourself. Let's not call it self-control. Let's call it self-governance. You have to be able to govern yourself in order to be a good person. If you can't govern yourself, forget about being a good person. Forget about being a great person. Forget about being anybody should want around them. You can't trust someone who can't govern themselves. You can't. So when I do these fasts, man, and I do these stretches of abstinence, I'm not doing these things, man, because I'm trying to prove some great point. I'm doing those things for myself. I just share them with y'all to let y'all know the type of things I do to make sure that I have self-governance. Sometimes I'll be in the company of a woman, man, I have her all the way down out of all of her clothes, and I won't cut her. No matter if I want to or not, I have to show myself that I have self-governance. The only way you can tell yourself whatever you want to tell yourself, until you show and prove to yourself that you have self-governance, that you can control yourself, that you can direct yourself, that you can instruct yourself. And not only that, that yourself will listen and do what you tell it to do. Then you don't know if you have self-governance or not. But self-governance is a prerequisite requirement for being a good person. Without it, you'll never be good. No matter what other qualification you have, no matter what other character traits you have, if you cannot govern and control yourself, you cannot be a good person. No one can. See, if you married and you tell a woman it's just going to be me and you, and then it ain't just you and her, you have no self-control. You don't. You understand? If you cutting your woman's sister, you don't have no self-control. You know how foul that is. You know how foul that is. Because if your woman was cutting your brother, man, you'll be sick to the stomach. If you walk in on your woman, man, getting grudged by your brother, you'll be sick to your stomach because you know how foul it is. You know how foul it is. You walk in and watch your woman get grudged out by your pops. You know how foul that is. For some of you, you're grown enough for your son. You know how foul that is. You know how foul it is. But we turn around and do foul things that we know are foul, and then we point the finger at other people when they do them, whether it's other men in our lives, other women, family members, whoever it is. We do foul things, then point the finger at somebody. It's kind of like that thing where if you're in a certain environment and your cousin is a killer, and in the midst of trying to kill someone, that person kills your cousin can have 15 bodies on him. You still want to kill the person that killed your cousin, even though logically you know your cousin had it coming. You're surprised he made it. You tell him all the time, man, you need to chill. Somebody gonna kill you, bro. And that's exactly what happens. Mod Squad salute. Another thing that makes you a good person is being a benefit to others or nothing at all. You know the old adage, I know you probably heard your grandmama or your granddad, somebody older told you, if you don't have anything good to say about someone, don't say anything at all. We know that. We don't apply that. Man, a lot of times, man, men and women both take their time to tear somebody down whenever they can, bro. Anytime they can tear somebody down, they do it. Like people really like to tear other people down. It's no secret. People love to tear one another down. And when you really think about it, man, it's a pretty terrible thing. Matter of fact, it's an absolutely terrible thing that people are so adamant about bringing other people. See, what happens is people don't care about tearing you down so much. They want to make you feel bad about yourself. because they feel bad about themselves. They feel terrible about themselves. And it's a travesty, man. You know, it's a terrible way to live, a terrible way to exist. And technically speaking, no one can really believe that that's positive for their lives. But we act like we think it is. You know, we act like we think certain things are good when we know they're bad. We act like certain things are positive when we know they're negative. We act like certain people are cool when we know they're not. We act like we like certain people when we know we don't. We act like we like our job when we know we hate it. But being a benefit to others or nothing at all, man, it's a tough thing. You have to have, you have to have an understanding of the necessity of virtue. You have to be virtuous. You have to be a person of high character. You have to be a person of high moral fiber to understand that if I can't benefit a person, I most certainly will not be a detriment to them. You either benefit to somebody or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You either benefit or nothing. And a lot of us can't do that because this is the thing. If you're not in a position to be a benefit to people, and it doesn't take any money or anything to be a benefit to people, you can be a benefit to people by having positive encouragement. You understand? By invoking some spiritual contact with the Most High in their lives. You know what I'm saying? Praying for somebody, man, talking to God for them, introducing them to the Most High, giving them a tip on how to lose that weight they're trying to lose. You know what I'm saying? Anything to help someone, man. It don't take a whole lot to help someone. But we're in a time where we have no concept of what it means to help someone. We think giving somebody a few dollars, maybe we help somebody. Information is better than money because you can make money with information. You can't make information with money. You can go buy some information that somebody else already made, but you can't make information with money. You can create money with information. You cannot create information with money. You can pay somebody else to create it, which then it becomes their information if they so choose not to share it with you. Snafu Times, appreciate the $2 super chat, bro. So, and I'll tell you this, man, this is really tough to do when you think about the concept of tough love. See, there's a thin line between tough love and tearing somebody down. You understand? Tough love is not a realistic concept. It's just called that. I call it that because it's a popular term and people understand that term. They can identify with it. But what we're talking about is positive reinforcement of positive outlooks. That's what we're about. If you can't bring positivity to someone, man, then fall back. Because you're either going to bring one of two things. You're either going to bring positive energy or negative energy. There is no middle energy. You know what I'm saying? There is no energy that's no lukewarm energy that's halfway positive, halfway negative. Either the energy is positive or negative. There is not even a line between the two. They just blend in. And once they blend, then you either look down, you're either on the positive side or the negative side. That's just it. You can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Another thing that defines a good person is giving as your spirit is moved to give. It doesn't make you a good person to give your damn last to somebody. It makes you a stupid person. I mean, if I could tell you the amount of times, and this mostly applies to women. Women do this a lot. You understand? If I meet a woman, man, and she be giving her last to people, man, I'm not finna deal with her. She crazy. I'm not doing that. You are a fool to give your last to somebody, man. You're a fool to give your own bill money to somebody so they can pay their bill. You are a fool to put gas in somebody's car when you ain't got no gas. You are a fool to get somebody something who ain't never gotten it and ain't never trying to get in. You're a fool to give anything more than your spirit is moved to give. Hey, man, listen. When the weather warms up, man, I got a bunch of top-notch vlog things that I'm gonna do, man. I got some great giveaway things that I'm gonna do, man, that I'm gonna vlog for y'all, man, just to show y'all how I give back to, my community. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing. I won't ever give anything to somebody that's on the corner hole on the sign. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just won't give anything to anybody that's on the corner hole in the sign. You know what I'm saying? But somebody that got a bull crap job where I know they're working 40 hours a week for damn near minimum wage, I give that person something because I know that person already has responsibilities. See, this is the thing. If your only responsibility is to feed yourself, I just can't see how you can't eat. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to think about that. If your only responsibility is to feed yourself, that's your only responsibility. The thing is, I'm not finna give you if you're homeless, I'm not finna give you no money to get no crib. So you're still gonna be homeless. So if you ain't even got no bills and your only responsibility is to feed yourself, man, I tell you what, man, with what I make, with what I make right now across the board, man, let me not have no bills. Let me not have no bills. Man, I'm finna be the ballrifics. So you see what I'm saying? I look at things from a logical perspective. Nothing pulls on my heartstrings. Like, oh man, dude, man, y'all here, man. This standing outside, man, with a sign, man. It's cold, man. Got his old army knapsack with him, man. Man, let me go ahead, man. Get this dude, man. Let me get this dude $20, $30, $50, man. Let me go ahead and get this dude something, man. That's how cats do. Me, myself, that's not how I do it, man. And people can say what they want to say, but that's not how I do it. That's not how I'm going to do it. You see what I'm saying? And the bottom line is this, man. We can say, well, man, that's, you got to the poor and needy, man. But what's poor and needy? What's poor? Who defines poor? Poor and poverty are two different things. See what I'm saying? That's why they call it poverty. They don't call it poor. They don't say poor people. They say people who live below the poverty line. Poverty line is a make-believe line based on the income that you make. Poor is something totally different. There are poor people who live some of the happiest lives you ever seen in your life. Poor doesn't mean you can't eat. Poor doesn't mean you don't have a roof over your head. Poor means that you're stuck in a financial bracket that you'll never get out of unless you hit the lottery or something. That's what poor means. But some of those people have, man, some of the most enriching lives ever. They have some of the biggest families. The family be about 15 people living in one house. Yeah, they got the creature comfort issue. But hey, man, when we talk about creature comforts, how serious are those? How much do you need the creature comforts? What's better to have? Being a big ass crib by yourself, man, with all the creature comforts known to man, or to have family around you that actually love your dirty draws, man, that will give you the last bite of a sandwich because they know that you the youngest and you can't get your own. What's better? What's better, having some people around you? Yeah, y'all ain't got much, but they'll feed you before they feed themselves, where the adults will go hungry and make sure the children are fed. What's better? That's love right there. We don't use the term love. That's affection. That's affection, man. So give as your spirit is moved, man. Give to who your spirit is moved. Every time you give, don't mean you're gonna give to somebody, man, that's out homeless. Another thing that defines a good person. And if you just joined me, man, this is the King Ray Ray podcast, man. King Ray Ray show. Our topic for the day, man, is 5 things that define a good person. Number 1 was understanding the necessity of virtue. Number 2 was being a benefit to others or nothing at all. Number 3 was give as your spirit is moved to give. And number 4 is laughing at others' pain brings you pain. You absolutely abhor laughing at other people's pain. It's not funny. There's no fun in it. There's no humor in it. There's no positivity in it. You don't feel good to see other people suffer. You don't say, now that's what you get. When people come up, you don't smile when they run into snafu, when they run into evil people. Like there's somebody who's probably laughing about the young cat Pop Smoke who just got killed. There's probably somebody who was happy to see Nipsey go down. Probably people who were happy to see Pop, Big, Triple X, Jam Master Jay. Probably people who were happy to see those guys go down. Happy. See, this is the thing. You are an enemy of someone's success if you want to see them go through something and it makes you feel good. You know why? Because you're an enemy of your own success. See, this is the great thing about being an enemy of someone's success. You can't be an enemy of someone's success. You can be an enemy of success. So if you're an enemy of success, yeah, you can direct it at that one person that you don't want to see succeed, but at the same time, it's directed at you as well. No one who is an enemy of anyone else's success has success. You can't be an enemy of one person's success and then be a proponent and supporter of another person's. No. If you're an enemy of success, that's just what you are. And the great thing about success, success don't care. They ain't got no feelings. If you're an enemy of success, success becomes your enemy as well. This is one of the main things that men don't understand. People don't understand. If you're an enemy of your success, that is just the way things are going to take place in your life. You're never going to hear success. You're never going to know success. You're never going to even have a sniff of success, brothers. So, and I'll give you a perfect example, man. I be hearing cats talking about, man, how such and such. Man, let me tell you something. Somebody asked me this. They said, man, you've been grinding, bro. I see your channel, man, it's growing, man. But look how AMS shot out a rocket, man. Then, man, look, Young Clink shot out a rocket, man. Then, man, you've been grinding, bro. You got some of the most respected content around, bro. I mean, how you feel about that? And man, I thought about it, man. I said, man, before I even snapped on the cat, man, I said, bro, let me tell you something. And I want everybody to listen to this, man. I be on all sectors of YouTube. On other sectors of YouTube, people be getting 1 million subs in 2 months. People be putting up one video, getting 10 million views on that one video. As hard as AMS been grinding, I think his top view video is somewhere like a million, maybe getting close to 2 million. There are cats who in this youth sector who have smaller channels who have videos with that many views or even more. You look at how often Clinks uploads. Man, there are people in other sectors of YouTube, man, who been at the joint for 6 months and already got, man, 4 million subs. So when I see anybody in this sector of YouTube catch fire, I'd be like, hell yeah, we got us one. Then when somebody else do it, I'd be like, hell yeah, we got us one. Because the majority of us aren't going to catch fire. But there are so many more people in other sectors of YouTube that catch fire, man. I'd be like, damn, how this person, man, listen, bro. The chick who live in her van, you know what I'm saying? A little young tender, man, live in her van. Man, that chick was out. I mean, I swear, man, she was out, man, probably, man, 30 days and already had over 1 million subscribers, man. There's another young white chick, man, don't do that but show herself in high school, bro. She goofy as hell. Literally, within like 30 days, man, had like 1 million subs, man. We look at cats like Marcus Brownlee, man. Marcus Brownlee, man, been grinding for years. Years. I barely been on the platform 2 years, bro. That cat was grinding for years. So many people been on this platform, man, for 8, 9, 10 years. So we just see them now when they got, all these millions of subs and all these millions of views. But man, these people been grinding, uploading content every damn day. You know how tough it is to upload content every day for 10 years, bro? I can only imagine. I ain't been on here 10 years. I don't know what that feel like. So when I see Young Clinks, when I see AMS, even Darius M, when I see cats, Coach Greg Adams, when I see cats really moving the groove, there's another couple of young cats, man, that's moving and grooving, moving content. They're more about the fitness content. But when you see them, man, you look at them, I feel like, man, damn, about time we start getting some people over here to catch fire, man. Because everywhere else, every other sector has people that care. Man, I follow fishing channels right now, man. There's some black fishing channels I follow, man, that's always banging. Always getting out there knocking crappie out. All they ever catch is crappie, and they upload content just as regular as the white channels that put up content all the time, but fish for every kind of fish. These boys be out there knocking crappie down all the time. And you look at their channel, man, their channel be slow rolling. Slow rolling. You go to them other channels, man, I'm trying to be blowing out the water. You know what I'm saying? 5, 10, sometimes even 15 times the amount of subscribers and views in less time. You see what I'm saying? So when I look at that, man, I say, man, I love to see it. Like, it makes me feel Like, damn, maybe we can hold our own in this thing. Because regardless of how other people look at it, I still look at this thing as a we. It's still a we. It's still us against them. It's still we over here. We know that. That's why we call ourselves the Black Manosphere, the Black Sector, the Black this. That's just what it is. Like Black Americans have their own section of YouTube. For the most part, the majority of us have one section of YouTube, or wherever we are, we have our section, and then there's the other sections, and the other sections always do better. That's just the way it is. If you find a Black channel man that's got 5 million views, you can find a white or Hispanic channel man that's got 15 million views doing the same type of content and been doing it or been doing it for much less time. That's just how it is. So for me, I look at it, man, I'm like, hell yeah. Let's do it. That's real deal right there, man. So, so laughing at others' pain, I abhor laughing at others' pain. I champion others, man. It be people that try to create negative energy between folks. Like, listen, bro, I champion the brothers. I champion the brotherhood. I champion seeing brothers do excellent things outside of just sports and entertainment. Even though YouTube can be considered entertainment, I champion that. And the number 5 thing that defines a good person is trying to be better. Simply trying to be better. Be a little bit better today than you were yesterday. Be a little bit better tomorrow than you were today. Be a little bit better the next day than you're going to be tomorrow. You pile enough of those days on top of one another, and you become an amazing person. You see, the goodness of a person is in the effort of self-development. Putting forth the effort to be a better person. Putting forth the effort to enrich your own life. Putting forth the effort to be a more understanding individual, putting forth the effort to be a more supportive person, putting forth the effort to be a more positive entity in people's lives. It's easy to not be positive. It's easy to just be all about yourself. It's easy to look at other people and hope they don't succeed. It's easy to look at other people and be happy when they fail. You know what the hardest thing in the world to do is, man? Every day of your life, fight against those powers that would want you to be that type of person. And put forth the effort to be the very best version of yourself. Be the very best version of yourself every day. You don't get no days off. Be the very best version of yourself every day. No negative energy. When negative energy comes your way, you shun it and move away from it. You never bring negative energy to people. If you don't allow negative energy around you, you won't have any negative energy to recycle. Negative energy has to be recycled. First, you have to take it in, recycle it, and spew it back out to other people. That's the thing, man. You have to understand that every day, listen, even when it comes to getting fit, man, let me tell you something. If you do 100 push-ups, 100 crunches, 100 pull-ups every day for a year, man, you ain't even got to clean your diet all the way up. And you're going to have a pretty decent physique. You might be fat swole, as the home Chris Jones said. You might be fat swole, but you're going to have a pretty decent looking mass. You're going to look pretty damn good. Now, tighten your diet up a little bit. Don't cut back on everything. You ain't got to cut back on carbs. Just cut back on sugar. Eat your rice. Eat your potatoes. Eat the stuff you want. Just cut back on sugar. Just cut the sugar out. You can cut sugar out. You can cut salt out. You can cut carbs out. You can cut fat out. You can cut all that out. Take one thing. Cut the sugar out. Cut the sugar out. Do 100 crunches, 100 push-ups, 100 pull-ups every damn day. Nigga, you ain't even got to work legs if you don't want to. But if you want to throw some legs in, do 100 squats. The dumbbell squats, kettlebell squats, body weight squats. Do 100 every day for a year. And your fucking physique gonna be phenomenal. Man, you can be 100 pounds overweight right now. Take the sugar out your diet, drink your water, and do those things right there. Now watch how amazing your physique look after a year. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure out how to improve your life. What you got to do is say to yourself, I'm just going to improve every day. Whatever the result is after a year, I'm going to keep improving after that. Whatever the results is after 2 years, I'm going to keep improving after that. 10 years later, you have an amazing life. You look 20 years younger than your damn age because you've been improving yourself, not allowing yourself to to fizzle out, to wither away. It's a simple process, man. Simple process. It don't take a lot, man. You ain't got to do a whole bunch of, man. Let me tell you something. Bodybuilders have specific goals. You ain't got to be working out like a bodybuilder in order to have an amazing physique. In order to be lean, mean, with some size on you, man, ripped up abs, man, you ain't got to be a bodybuilder. All you got to be is somebody who improves yourself every day. If you improve yourself every day, you're going to improve every day. Like, you don't work on improving yourself every day and then after a year, you haven't improved at all. That's not how this goes, man. And you do it the way that's best for you. For me, manipulating my diet is the best way for me because I can really totally do without carbs. You understand? Like, I can push carbs out of my diet altogether. So for me, manipulating my diet, hitting the iron, manipulating my diet, I do some cardio, but I prefer HIIT cardio. So, but when it comes down to it, man, all you got to do is improve yourself. My life and your life are two different lives. Improve yourself. And that's just the bottom line, brothers. So, 5 things that define a good person. Number 1, understanding the necessity of virtue. Virtue is necessary. You got to be, listen, man, you can't be a person, man, who's okay with doing wrong to people, man, and think you're going to be a good person. How is doing wrong good? How is being bad to people good? How is being low down to people good? You can't. You got to have virtue. Number 2, being a benefit to others or nothing at all. Hey, man, if you can't benefit somebody, man, then just stay out of their lives. If you don't have any positive energy, somebody like, man, look, I go on people's energy. If I catch a bad vibe off you, I ain't rocking with you. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you stand for. I don't care what kind of benefit you can bring to my life, man, financially or in it or otherwise. If I catch a bad vibe off of you, it's a wrap immediately. The moment I catch a bad vibe off of you, man, it's over. I ain't dealing with you. I don't care who you are. Number 3, give as your spirit is moved to give. Don't be a fool with your money. Don't give because everybody tells you, oh, you got to give. Man, listen. And I tell people this all the time. I know people that poor as hell, man. People that live in check to check, talking about they be giving. You are the poor and needy. The poor and needy can't give to the poor and needy. That give to the poor and needy is not for the poor and needy to do. It's for people of affluence to do. People who've gained some financial freedom. Those are the people that it's meant to do, man. It's not meant for everybody to give to the poor and needy. Hell, if I'm poor and needy and I give to you, then both of us poor and needy, and I'm poorer than you now, even though I wasn't before. Number 4, never laugh at other people's pain. Laughing at other people's pain, you just abhor that. It bothers you. It brings such negative energy to you to laugh at other people's pain, laugh at other people's failure, laugh at other people's mistakes, laugh at other people's shortcomings, laugh at other people's, other people's hard times. Man, you don't laugh at that. That's not what a good person does, bro. You got to be looking at other people, man, trying to go back to, to number 2 and see if you could be a benefit to them. The world is good because people give good to the world. The world ain't just a good place. The world is a terrible place. And number 5, trying to be better. Just trying to be better. Who knows how much better you're going to get? That varies for all of us. But if you try to get better, you're going to get a little bit better. Let's all just focus on the 1%. Like the brother in chat said, let's focus on the 1%. If you can get 1% better, you have done your job. If you can get 15% better, hell, boy, you done came up because your goal just 1%. Listen, if you get 1% better every day, you ain't going to even get 100% better by the end of the year. You're going to be 365% better. Now, if 100% better is good, how much damn better is 300? Boy, you could be in the dumps and 365% better is going to get you out of there. You're going to be in a much better situation. The goodness of a person is in the effort of self-development. The goodness of a person is in the effort of self-development, self-improvement, being a better version of yourself. Hey, I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing on up. Didn't want to leave this one up too long, make it too long. I just want to come in here and drop some game, man. Drop some real life information, man. Hey, man, y'all tune in to the show. BOA, Welcome Home Party, Friday, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let's go ahead and do it Friday, 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all be looking for that, man. We will be discussing the psychology of sexual submission and why most married men no longer get it. That's what we'll be discussing. I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. We'll be in Joint Man Mod Squad, GC, SJ3, D Flames. Appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. We're going to head on out of here, man. It's been real in the field. I appreciate everybody being in the joint, man. King Ray Ray in this bitch. Ah.
Chuck Diesel.